The first Android phone ever made was so weird. So this is the T-Mobile G1, and just looking at it, it's hard to believe that this was the phone that convinced people that Android was a good idea. So it launched back in 2008, and it's got a 3.2-inch capacitive touchscreen, which is not only a little bit smaller than the iPhones, but it also didn't have multi-touch. So to zoom in and out, you had to press on these little buttons over here instead of pinching to zoom. It also only had 256 megabytes of storage, so unlike the 8GB or 16GB iPhone, let's say, you definitely needed to add a micro SD card. And get this, at launch, to type you couldn't use the touchscreen because, oh no, that would be way too obvious. Every time you wanted to type, what you had to do is flip the phone onto the side and then slide out the keyboard in all of its asymmetrical beauty. You could tell that they couldn't quite decide if they were targeting the iPhone or BlackBerry users, because on this little chin, you also had the trackball that was famous on BlackBerry phones. And surrounding that, you also had 5 other buttons, because that's obviously the amount that you needed. Another weird feature was, instead of swiping to unlock like you would on an iPhone, to unlock the phone, you would press on the call end button, and then you would press on the menu button, a little bit like you were on a Windows mobile phone or something. And perhaps worst of all, unlike the iPhone, you didn't even get a headphone jack. Instead, you got a pair of mini USB headphones and a dongle. What on earth were they thinking? But at the very least, there was copy and paste. So would you have used an Android phone in 2008? Let me know in the comments.